Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin parabolic signal and the most outrageous price prediction you just might believe. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including the parabolic signal and an insane price prediction you just might believe. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, it helps out so much. And today, fear and greed drops down to 66 from yesterday's 63. Why? Well, the overall market tumbled about 2%. Bitcoin at 37,075, Ethereum at 2027, BNB at 226, XRP 60 cents, Solana $55, Cardano 38 cents, Dogecoin 7 cents, and Tron 10 cents. Bitcoin, though, continuing on this parabolic trend, not parabolic, just straight line trend of support and resistance right now. That support would be about 36.7. So will it maintain support? We will have to see. This green bar pattern right here is what Bitcoin did the last time we had the convergence of the 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages. So you can see there, it did break through the bottom to this other line of support down here, roughly around 33.5. Now, why is all of this? Well, if we take a look at Bitcoin's UTXO realized price distribution, it suggests that Bitcoin faces stiff resistance at 38.5 right here. But if we do slice through that barrier, my goodness, Bitcoin could very well advance to $47,000 very, very quickly. Now, also taking a look, there is a good amount of support here right underneath where we are at $37,000. So breaking below there might be unlikely. If we take a look, the number of Bitcoin addresses with a non-zero balance just passed 50 million. This is the strongest forms of accumulation for smaller cohorts. The only other two times we have seen it this high was during the 2021 and 2020 and 2017 bull markets at the very peak. Does this suggest we're at the peak? No. But considering that we are very close to the bottom with this much support, we might see an absolutely enormous bull run coming. If you stay tuned till the end, we'll be talking about some price predictions that may just blow your mind. Now, overall, global markets seem to be turning around. It is all linked. Central bank liquidity, global M2, Bitcoin price, crypto prices, crypto users, all of this. You can very plainly see these boom and bust cycles. Now, a lot of you probably got in at the last boom cycle. And if you're still here, you survived through the bust cycle. Well, guess what? Things are starting to tick up once again, potentially for another boom in the near future. Based on the market cycle model, which takes a look at Bitcoin and it assigns it a color based on whether we're in pre-bull, bull market, pre-bear, or bear market. Check this out. Right now, we are in the pre-bull phase and on track towards a full-blown red phase bull market. Basically, likely after the halving unless earlier ETF approval. Now, when that happens, price could go up quite dramatically. So if you're waiting, you got to ask, what are you waiting for? Friendly reminder also that the golden cross, the monthly chart of the SMA 20, is imminent for altcoins. Closes in a few days. This has only happened twice before in the history of altcoins, in 2016 and 2020, and each time this signaled an absolutely massive alt season. Again, if you're waiting for further signals, you might be waiting too long because we have Bitcoin's parabolic signal right here. The VI plus, when it breaks this blue line, historically has been parabola signal for Bitcoin. Once again, we have broken it. Dear God, where could Bitcoin go? The beginning of the end for bears, breaking the downtrend, also across down here on the RSI and moving average. All of these things suggesting parabola territory for Bitcoin, altcoin, and cryptocurrencies. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin right now following the same path as previous pre-halving price actions. You could see it forming a bottom right underneath this green line, reaching the 0.618 before breaking through there. That 0.618 pre-halving line, this is 48 or 49 to $50,000 pre-halving. So we may still have quite a bump that correlates with the $47,000 we were talking about, the UTXOs. Pre-halving in the next few months for Bitcoin could have an absolutely massive move before the halving. But then we would just be getting started, because with the potential cycle top in 2025, according to the SMI MFI Money Flow Index, Bitcoin still has room to go up in this cycle. If we take a look at the stochastic momentum index of the money flow index, based on this, the top would be $200,000 to $360,000 by about October of 2025. But that's not the best, because if we take a look at this one, the 50 relative moving average on a monthly chart, plus the parabolic SAR, which has printed the first dot, guess what? There may be an 18-month bull run, similar to what we saw back here in 2016, that could have a top in May 2025 based on the same growth after the first dot. Well, that top would be roughly $2.1 million per Bitcoin. Could it happen? Well, we'll have to see after these ETF approvals. I'm not going to rule out the possibility, because that could very well be huge. But no matter how you look at it, we have parabolic Bitcoin signals and altcoin signals across the board. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.